We have a wonderful project alongside the Samaritans and some police forces called Suicide Risk TextSafe, or Missing and Suicidal TextSafe. The project's been going for around about 11 years now, and it's developed over time with more Samaritans branches and more police forces coming on board. It's a very simple but effective project, and it reaches those extremely vulnerable people who otherwise may not reach out for help. And how it works is very simple. When the police know that someone is missing and known to be suicidal, perhaps they've left a note, perhaps they've messaged someone, or they're known to have had a mental health crisis, the police get in touch with us and give us the person's first name and their mobile number. We call through to the Samaritans on a special number reserved for that purpose, and they will respond and call that vulnerable missing person. While that's happening, the missing person receives a text message with our name and number on it, and also letting them know that Samaritans will be calling them. It's such an amazing project, and it reaches people who really need support but may not feel able to ask for it. But when it's offered to them, they then take it up. And we're so pleased with the project and our partnership with the police and Samaritans and the impact that it has on these vulnerable missing people.
Suicide Risk TextSafe is a vital service that reaches people at the most critical moment when they've gone missing with the intention of taking their own life. And it's a really brilliant partnership that Missing People provides alongside Samaritans and the police, and we all play complementary roles to try and prevent suicides. And we know the service works as well, with more than 3/4 of the people who receive a message choosing to engage with either Missing People or Samaritans or both organisations. And for some, they've told us that it actually helps save their life. Now, demand for the service is growing because sadly the number of suicides nationally is on the rise, and we know that more than 1 in 10 of those suicides are for missing people. And we're responding to that growing demand. Thanks to funding from the Department of Health and Social Care, we've been able to boost the service and now send around 10 messages a day, with referrals coming in from around half of all police forces. But we want to do even more. We want to be able to reach out and offer support at that critical moment to all missing adults who are feeling suicidal.
One person that we were so glad we were able to reach with the project was John. And John was in his 40s and really feeling that his life had no meaning, had no purpose, and that people would be better off without him. He called Missing People when he had missed his call from the Samaritans, and he spoke to us about what he'd been going through and how it had led up to him feeling as though his only option was to end his life. And we spoke to John for some time, and we talked about what supports were available to him, and we were also able to send help to take John to safety.